We often think that big changes require big actions, but the truth is that life is shaped by invisible habits, those small behaviors repeated daily that seem insignificant in the short term, but over time completely transform who we are. Their power lies not in intensity, but in consistency. Drinking one more glass of water a day doesn't matter much in a week, but in a year, it builds better health. Reading for just 10 minutes a day feels minor, yet it adds up to more than 60 hours of learning in a year. What looks invisible in the short term becomes monumental in the long run. These habits are invisible because they don't bring immediate rewards. When you start exercising, your body doesn't change overnight. When you start saving money, your account doesn't explode after 1 month. This delay makes many people quit, thinking it's not worth it. But it's in this invisible stage that habits take root. It's in the silence, without applause, that real growth occurs. The strength of the invisible is silent discipline. These are small choices that stack like bricks, creating a strong foundation for the future. The human mind, however, craves quick rewards and shortcuts. Those who learn to value the invisible discover that the future is shaped far more by what we do repeatedly than by what we do occasionally in grand gestures. Small habits are not just actions, they shape identity. When you walk every day, even for just 10 minutes, you reinforce the identity of someone who takes care of their body. When you read before bed, you strengthen the identity of someone who values learning. When you save a small amount of money each month, you reinforce the identity of someone who plans ahead. A habit isn't only what you do, it's who you become by doing it. This is crucial because many try to transform their lives through big goals, but they forget that it's the small, daily actions that truly shape character and behavior. You cannot claim to want health if your daily choices deny it. You cannot claim to want discipline if you constantly let yourself break promises to yourself. Every invisible habit is silent evidence of the person you choose to be. Habits also create cycles. A positive cycle may start with something as simple as waking up early. That creates more productive time, which generates better results, which reinforces motivation. The opposite is also true. Staying up late leads to tiredness, which leads to procrastination, which creates guilt. That's why it's essential to choose wisely which invisible habits you feed, because they're building, day by day, the future version of you. The impact of small habits only shows up over time, but once it does, it cannot be ignored. Successful people in all areas of life rarely got there through one lucky break or one big decision. They got there by cultivating consistent, small practices that compounded into extraordinary results. Yesterday's invisible became today's visible. The big lesson is that you don't need dramatic changes to transform your life. You don't have to wait for a new year, a new job, or a crisis to begin. You can start with something small: drinking more water, meditating for 5 minutes, writing 1 sentence a day, saving a symbolic amount. These small actions are seeds. Like all seeds, they don't show results immediately, but with care, they grow into trees that bear fruit. The future is built in the details of the present. By choosing positive, invisible habits, you're planting discipline, resilience, and focus. Eventually, what once felt imperceptible becomes part of your identity and reality. That's the magic of habits, turning small actions into great achievements. Never underestimate the power of what is small and consistent. What seems invisible today may become the foundation of your health, freedom, or success tomorrow. The discipline of small habits is one of the most powerful tools you have to transform your life.